Hey guys, Wyatt here. In today's video, I wanted to shed some light on an Assembly Bill 1033, explain to you what it is and some of the issues that lie within it. So what are we waiting for, guys? Let's jump in. All right, so Assembly Bill 1033 was just signed in by Governor Newsom. And what it is the ideal of it is to create more housing units by allowing the homeowner to sell off an ADU on that property. So ideally, creating more housing units is a great option for people that, like entry level, because it's becoming very, very expensive in San Diego and in the state as a whole to create, have some home ownership. So the bill in essence is to create those smaller units that can be sold off to more of the entry level houses, and then also potentially create some extra income for potentially a retiree who, they don't need that ADU for rent. Maybe they need a big cash flow or an increase in capital. So some of the issues that exist within this is the bill is too loosely structured. For example, ADUs have been, the building codes have been relaxed on those to encourage building of these units for housing stock. However, with new construction, there's higher standards required for that house to be built. So this potentially allows a builder to skirt a lot of those higher standards of the building code and just build out a quote unquote ADU and then later sell it off as a single individual structure. The other thing that is the problem is it doesn't really spell out what types of ownership can exist. For an example, is it going to be, like a condominium, or can it be a timeshare or a fractional ownership? So, that leads way to having some, Airbnbs or vacation rentals within that area. The other issue on the same note is it really doesn't specify as to whether or not an investor can buy it or if it needs to be like an owner occupied unit. So you can see if it's an investor, that's really not encouraging or providing the ability for entry level homeowners to get in the door. So they're going to be competing against investors, driving the price up again. The other issue is going to be the neighborhood and the integrity of that neighborhood, because if there is no, it's a CC&R or a HOA with CC&Rs, that spell out, who's responsible for maintaining, the building, the roof, a lot of these common things like maybe the gas meter and the water meter and the sewer line are all common areas. So who's responsible when those things break down? Because the other person is going to be stuck with the bill. Lastly is going to be, with some of these retirees, as I mentioned, is this could trigger with their loan a pay due clause, which basically says that once they convey ownership of a portion of that property, the lender is going to come asking for their money back, because this is no longer a single family home, because you've got two ownerships on one parcel. I think ideally the bill, is a good bill. It's going to put more housing units into the market for entry level homeowners to get their foot in the door and build some equity. However, there are many issues within this. I think they need to specify this more clearly, and eliminate the ability for investors to just come and swoop up this housing stock and drive prices up. And then therefore it's just, there's a lot of things that could go wrong. So anyways, I think that I'm going to be following this. If you guys want me to keep you up to date on what's going on with this bill, hit me in the comments below or send me a text message or an email and I'll keep you posted. As always, guys, thanks for tuning in. Make it a great day.